Have you ever had one of those weeks where you just wonder what went wrong and why it went wrong? That's kind of what happened to me this week as far as my ability to get things done and feeling like not that much of a success. So, I want to share what I learned with you so that you can hopefully learn from my mistakes and avoid some of the pain. If this sounds interesting to you, I hope that you'll stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. In the meantime, if you could subscribe, that would be really amazing and wonderful. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers and I'm at 40. Hi there. I decided to do a quick 5 things that I learned this week as a musician, but I think that they're valuable tips that other people can use. The first item is that I ended up spending a lot of time not writing any songs. And I really do enjoy songwriting, but I discovered the only time I was spending writing songs was in the car. And so I have little recordings of myself with little songs here and there. I think I wrote half of another song. And so the first thing is make sure that you dedicate creative time for your music, whether that's creative time for creating new songs or even practicing your instrument. So, number one, dedicate your time for creativity. Number two is you can end up in what I call perfection paralysis. So you're so busy, and I have been so busy on trying to make the perfect script, make the perfect song, make the perfect recording that I haven't been able to have the end results that I'd like to have. And so when you have this paralysis, nothing ends up getting done. And you end up wasting a lot of time on things that probably don't matter in the end. Tip number two is avoid the perfection paralysis. Sometimes you just have to say it's done and be finished and moved on to the next thing. And if you are able to do that, you'll be able to have a lot more outputs of value versus nitpicky details on things that no one else is really going to notice. Number three is the importance of having a recording area. And I have been struggling with this for the last weeks. I've tried recording outside, I've tried recording under a patio, I've tried recording in my regular office space, and I just can't seem to get a single recording area that I'm comfortable in. And frankly, I don't know that I'm going to have a solution for this, but I know I need to focus on picking a space, setting it up, and then just leaving it like that. It's a hard thing to do. One of the problems from that I'm having with this setup is that when I go outside, my guitar goes out of tune. So then I end up having to tune it multiple times because it is a bit colder outside than it is inside. The second thing is because I have inconsistencies in the places and areas that I'm recording, it's hard to backfill with additional recording clips because I can't recreate the same exact angle and the same exact backdrop that I had the first time. And the third reason that this is important is it's wasting a lot of my time because each time I need to set up all the equipment, and then if I'm going outside, then I need to take it all down and bring it back in before it starts raining, or like as it's right now, it's starting to get a little bit windy. So having a dedicated area for recording, or I guess what I'm looking at now is, can I establish what is my template for where does the mic go, where does my recording device go, where all my different devices go, so that I can reproduce the situation or reproduce the recording. Item number 4, this kind of relates to the recording area problem. I was just recording outside, doing a recording. I did some video recording with this microphone, and then I disconnected that, and then I went to plug in my microphone that I typically use for recording music, and I forgot to plug it into my phone. And so here I went, I made 4 recordings and didn't notice that I didn't have the correct microphone plugged in. So while that was disappointing, I did get quite a bit of practice in. So the next time I go to record it, hopefully it'll be a lot more smooth. At least I got some value out of the time, but it is disappointing when you spend this time and the audio quality was just terrible. So item 5 is you have to use the equipment that you have. And I last week was contemplating, should I get another guitar? Should I get a steel string guitar? And one of the reasonings was that I wondered, and I wasn't sure about this, is whether the steel guitar would stay better in tune when I take it outside. And I don't know if this is the case or not. Maybe some other people who have more experience in this can let me know. But I have an acoustic guitar with nylon strings, and as soon as I go outside, the bottom 3 strings all go out of tune. So this is what I've learned so far. I don't really need another guitar. Like, that really wasn't the problem. The problem was it was not in tune. And so what I learned is that I need to set it outside for 10, 15 minutes or so at least, and then tune before I start playing. And then if I take it back inside before it's like, say I'm going to finish this recording, then I don't put that guitar back inside until I'm ready to do inside recording or I'm done for the day. So this is what I learned in the use what you have category. So that saved me a lot of money not having to go out and buy another guitar. But just between us, I think I am still interested in getting another guitar, but uh, that's for a topic for another day. The other thing that I learned is that I have some different mics. So I have this mic that's you can clip onto your clothes, or you can hold it, and it's great. And it's great for recording outside. It takes the any wind noise away. But one of the things that it does is it does noise filtering. And so when you're playing a guitar, it takes all the guitar or a lot of the sound away. And so I discovered in playing around with this mic that actually there's a feature to turn off all the filtering and just have it capture all the sound. Now, that didn't really solve all my problem because while it captured the sound, it still isn't the same as like a more quality, we'll say a better quality microphone for music. And so what I ended up doing is just making a decision that if I'm going to record songs, I'm just going to use my blue mic, and if I'm going to record just an audio log like this, I will just use this one because this one's easy to plug in and carry everywhere. So again, just to summarize my top 5 things: dedicate creative time, number 1. Number 2, perfection paralysis. Please try to avoid that. Number 3, make sure you have a place to do your recording. Number 4, check your equipment. And number 5, just use what you have. You can repurpose it. You can figure out the equipment. The more you learn and use your equipment, you'll discover that maybe you don't need anything new. And if you do need something new, at least you'll have maximized the value out of the items that you do have. I appreciate you watching this little short video. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next video.